got actually a position down here as a pastor with just a small evangelical charismatic group. And so we came down, and we always wanted to have land, you know, and a place in the country, so we bought this and thought, well, we'll have a cow or we'll have a couple of chickens, and you know. Into the Catholic Church kind of coincides with kind of us actually doing the farm as more of a profession.
We would get the animal and we'd buy a book about the animal, then we'd read the book. It was like one animal at a time. We have jerseys.
These are all dairy cows, yeah.
They have to have a calf in order to have milk. So we kind of have on the schedule that they have a calf every year.
Worth making the drive down here to Pleasanton and to be able to actually see the cows out in the field that the milk is coming from, and the fresh sunshine and the grass, and it's really a blessing to be able to get good whole food products here.
Come in here. Then the milk comes through the lines. It gets sucked up in there, it gets in the lines and goes through the wall into the milk tank in the other room.
It pumps into the receiver jar, then another pump pumps it, and it comes right out, right into the vat.
And this is what we call the make room. This is where we make the cheese. We put the milk in here, and then we have like a whole boiler system that heats water in a jacket in here. And then there's paddles that go in here, and it stirs it.
Heat the milk up, and then you add a culture to that milk once it gets to about 80, 88 degrees. Okay, then the culture has to ripen. There's all kinds of different cultures, which really has a lot to do with what kind of cheese you're making, how long you let it ripen, and all of that. Well then, once that's ripened enough, then you put rennet in, and so you get your curds, you know, and then when it's solid like that, then you put the cutters through it. What's left is the whey, and then the whey is drained off, and the curds remain at the bottom.
We put the cheesecloth in here, then the curds go in here, and then we cover it up like that, and then we put it in here and we press it.
What you do is you just lower these stamps down wherever the cheese is, and then you put a lever on there and you put the thing and it puts weight.
If they're not pre-salted, then we have like a brine tub down there to get the salt in it, and then we bring it up and we dry it for a period of time until it gets a nice rind to protect it for maybe 3 or 4 days, something like that. And then we put it down to age for at least 60 days. These are Goudas, and this is an Asiago. I got my first cow in about 2003, and I started making cheese pretty close, you know, after that. And then I was just making it in the kitchen in ever bigger batches. It was kind of nice to be able to make a really big cheese.
What's your favorite?
The Gouda. Yeah, I like the Swiss as well, and it seems like the locals really go for the jalapeno pepper. I mean, everybody's like, oh, I want some of that.
This traditional cheddar is only a couple months old, so it's only going to be, it's mild.
That is really good cheese.
Our type of farming is, in a sense, orthodox or back to basics, you know, and I think
sustainable.
It's sustainable, and in that sense, I suppose, with our journey back to the actual the Catholic Church, we're coming back to something orthodox, something conservative, something that we didn't begin, that has been going on for a long time. And I think we try to farm learning from people that did it way before we did.
I just get a kick out of the animals. I think we take that for granted, and that they're just things, but they're not really. They really are creatures.
Goats have more personality and are so friendly.
That's one of my favorite things.
There's definitely that Catholic family feel coming here, and they're always so accommodating and helpful for us to be able to get the milk that we need, and we just love it. We love coming down.
I always say to Sherry, we have the best customers in the world.